It's Grimace's birthday.
I love it. This is the first year of the recording. Hello, guys. It's Grimace's birthday.
No, don't date the recording.
Our biggest fan out there.
It's not necessarily dating it because it happens once a year. So
Okay,
Birthdays
well,
are once
it's
a
a good
year.
thing this won't be released till next year then.
Yeah, basically. I mean, at the rate we're going, and I wouldn't be, we're doing
Also,
a lot of
I'm working on
content.
it. I'm working on it.
don't YouTube videos have dates?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have recording dates though. They have upload dates.
The year is November 12th, 1942. Help me, please. I am trapped in a bunker. The bombs are all around me.
My God.
The ASMR podcast guy voices up.
Oh my, that's awful. I was gonna say we are keeping Will locked in a dungeon. He will not be released until I don't even know what do we want to put in his condition for his release,
Hence
guys?
the name Dungeons and Dragons. Callback. That's why he's in the dungeon. It's for authenticity. And we have been the dragon the entire time. We're like a four-headed dragon. That's like what the group is. Secretly, Reese is still here. She's just one of the dragon heads. And we're the dragon, and Will's in the dungeon. Because it's called Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm not sure that's entirely accurate.
You're welcome.
True.
But there's another head there.
Yeah, there's 4 of us.
There's 4 of us.
No, because Will is the one in the dungeon.
Reese is one of the heads, but she's one of the heads that's asleep right now.
Well, she's not here right now.
If she's asleep, it wouldn't be standing up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. She's just one of our heads.
All right, you guys have a lot of crackhead energy today. We'll see how that translates.
Let's go.
We'll go back to our fight scene that we were all joined in. So you've got this pretty big sub that emerged from the water, painted red. It is crawling with different types of orcs in red and black armor. One giant one just jumped down and called out to you guys.
I'm gonna beat his ass. I called dibs on him.
Atham, you saw the unseen in a paradoxical and physics-breaking moment. Somehow seeing unseen things. By definition, they're supposed to be unseen, so you know.
No, they're seen as soon as I render them visible.
But then you would stop seeing them because they're not unseen because you're seeing the unseen things. You see?
I see the big guy and I want to kill him.
It's like in a computer program when you declare a new variable and you call the old variable, that old variable is removed and you've got the new variable. So it was unseen, but now that he's seeing it, it's the unseen property.
Or it's when you look at something you didn't notice before and you see it.
No,
okay,
I don't like
so
no, listen,
to the fight scene. Let's get into the mode.
So I'm glad that somebody got what I was going for there, Will. Thank you very much.
Stop them from being nerds. Help you.
That was Cameron. I don't know what you're talking about. He used his Atham mind powers to make me do that.
You're a little bitch boy.
Yeah, Cameron, you're a little bitch boy.
Well, I promise to only use my mind powers for good in future.
That was a good cause. So real quick, so Atham, Sylvia, and Zin were basically at the same place. Alcarab, where were you? Captain Grimo was like a little farther back, near the bungalow bar thing. Were you just with the main group, you think? I don't remember if we really established that before we signed off, so I just want to make sure.
To be honest, I didn't know people were in different places.
I mean,
I would probably be I'd be hovering around the main group, but probably not like with the main group. I'd probably be with Captain Grima, actually.
All right, you guys are like 10 feet back. I mean, that was about it. Everybody, I mean, for the most part, it was just that we ended with Zin and Atham kind of more explicitly together with the others, but I don't know if Alcarab and Grima really mentioned where they were. So I just wanted to give you a chance to elaborate. So then, yeah, everybody roll initiative.
Excellent. Everyone add 10 to that. You're welcome.
All right, hold on 1 second.
I called dibs going first.
That's not how that works.
20.
Nat 20. Okay, well, add your initiative, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna go first, but just
Well, I
add
had
That'd
it
be
all
a
24,
32,
so it's-
right? Because I get 10 from you.
from him,
Cam,
and then you
and
get
then plus
2 for your
2.
initiative.
32. Oh,
Here, I'll be right back. I gotta grab my dice tray. I forgot to grab it earlier.
I'm
I
gonna
have to
beat
boot
up
up my
this
dice
stupid
roller.
orc. It's dead. It's dead.
I used to have a character who had a plus 13 initiative, so I never had to call dibs on first initiative because I just always got it. It was really great.
Oh, how the fuck do you do that? Oh,
Alert
feat.
feat, and then he was also a swashbuckler rogue, so he could add his charisma. to
There's
the
a lot of ways to get some pretty
Ah.
ridiculous. Yeah, and there's a few spells like what I just used that add plus 10 at times. It's pretty fun.
shout out to my swashbuckler rogue that existed for a bit before I dropped Will's campaign because I was busy and he got eaten by a dragon.
Sad times.
Yeah.
11 plus 24, 35.
I only got 24. What is this?
I have another
How do
plus
you
10.
Wait,
I have my own bonuses.
but you gave us the bonus.
Yeah, I know, and I've got my own on top of that.
Fuck you, man.
Wait, what happened? I'm back.
I got a 35. I got 11
That's
plus
not fair.
24.
That's not fair. You should let me go first.
I think I said I rushed forward and fired a blast of psychic energy down at the orcs for climbing up anyway.
You said you wanted to, but I said we're not doing that yet because we have to do initiative and everything else. So we ended before you could do that.
It's all right, Sophia. I still go after you, so it's fine.
That's okay.
You get to go
Thank you.
second.
All right, so you rolled a 32, 34, was it? Or 35? And then 35, and then, Will, what did you roll?
I got a 24.
Beep, 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 beep. That was the best I could roll. That's my bear. My cat's so cute. She's so cute. Hi, Nike.
All right. We're getting a little feedback from you, Cameron, by the way. It's kind of making a bzz sound.
Sean,
my fan, I'll turn it off.
also, I have a question. How big is the boat and how far away is it?
It's like a kind of a weird makeshift sub. It's about it's God, how would I estimate this? Let's say like 100.
Is that better?
Let's see, speak again.
Hello?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let me know if it's back.
Yeah, it seems like it was just maybe a wire that was a little
No, I have a fan
know.
going in the background, so that's probably just it.
okay.
Oh, I hear some crinkling.
Do you?
Yeah, I think it's back.
Yeah, I just heard it again just now. I don't think it's a background noise thing. It just seems to be like straight up like just something's a little like the aux cord or something's not in properly or whatever you call it. So yeah, I'll say about 120 feet for the sub.
Perfect. And how big is it?
It is I guess like lengthwise 150-ish.
Okay.
I don't know about diameter. Maybe it's 15 foot
150
radius.
is... Yeah, that's fine. I've got a good
Okay.
enough idea, thank you.
Sure. And then so Atham's gonna go first. Zin is gonna go second. Alcarab, you are gonna go third, and then it's gonna be the big boss and then his goons.
Actually, one more question since we haven't started yet. You said like makeshift sub. Like, is it completely like sealed and closed, or is there like a deck?
There,
with
it's like
hatches?
completely. Well, I mean, it's sealed. I mean, like I actually kind of what you were just gonna say. I think he's fine. He's gone right now.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. he
it's got
disappeared.
like a makeshift deck that people can kind of step out on, and that you can sail on, like if you want to do it above sea. So yeah, there's some hatches and things like that. It looks like it's a little like wouldn't be able to go very deep. It's probably like a very skimmers kind of a sub, if that makes sense.
Mhm. Okay.
All right. Seems that we're getting a little. Cameron's working out his audio issues for now.
All right, see if that works better.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I've toyed around with it a bit. I think it was because my mic was right beside my computer's fan. So, let's see.
It sounds better now, I think.
I should be. I toyed around with it a lot. So,
Yeah, it sounds good.
excellent.
So you would like to
Hmm.
you've seen
Give
the
me-
unseen, and now you're
give me
Go ahead.
give me a thing of the battlefield. What
I mean,
what am I looking at here? There's some guys climbing up the pier, right?
so it's you guys are kind of on, like, if you ever seen one of those I guess you maybe call them pontoon bridges of a sort. It's a bunch of interlinked things that kind of make a pier slash walkway that's going out toward the sea. That's where boats kind of anchor themselves. The orcs are on the underside of that. You saw some that are using some kind of like ropes and a few other things to climb under it with like knives in their mouths to kind of try and get past you guys. There's a big war boss in black and red armor who's very large in front of you guys. And then there's the ship behind them that's got, like Alcarab was asking, it's got a little bit of a deck on it. It looks like a small, like shallow skimmer sub, but that's pretty large. It's got some cannons on it too.
I can handle
And
the
yeah,
ship. You guys don't worry about that.
Cool. Okay, so okay, sorry. So there's ship, there's the pontoons there, and who's on the pontoons again? There's
right
the
now
one main
just
orc that just jumped off.
the
Right,
one main
yeah.
orc, and then there's a bunch under that. Oh, only you can see it at the moment.
All right. Yeah. So could I hit those orcs, supposedly orcs, under the water with a psychic blast? Like, how are they close enough that I could do that?
Which psychic is it? Just what are the conditions? Do you need to see them? Because if so, then I think with see the unseen, if it still is lasting, then yeah, you could. Otherwise, if it's just a range differential, I mean, if there's a range requirement, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's like 3 within 30 feet, and then another 3 that are between 45 and 60.
Where was it? Okay. Yeah, 120 feet. I can hit that. And you say and they're all about 20 feet apart.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. I can hit them all then. I am going to send a psychic crush at them. I need them to make intelligence saving throws.
Wait, sorry. Did you mean that in sequence they're each 20 feet? Because the first 3, or the first 3 are within 20 feet of each other, and then the last 2, if you're going to hit the first one, is not. They're all within 20 feet. If you go they're all kind of between 10 and 20 feet of the next one, if that makes sense. Like they're in a line, sort of.
This is 20.
Domino effect.
That
Just hit the first one and then he'll fall.
I don't think that's how that works in water. Regardless. Okay, so the first group is 20 feet from the other group. Right?
It works like this. It's the first one is it's like they're kind
30
of in a
feet away
line.
from me, right? And
Yeah.
then the other ones are 45 feet away from me, like you said. Can't I hit all of them then?
No, I said that, but they're between 45 and 60 for the last ones, for the last 3. So the first 3 are all in a little group in like
All right,
between
all right.
20
I'll
and
hit the
50
first
feet.
group. I'll hit the first group.
Okay.
So intelligence saving throws.
Okay. All right. What is the DC on that?
17.
Okay. 2 are gonna pass, 1 fails.
All right, he's stunned. 47 damage. The ones that succeeded take half.
Okay.
And
All right. One
I'm
is gonna
going
drop
to-
away then, and the other 2 are gonna still be hanging on, it seems.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. That's my turn then.
All right, Zen, you're up.
Yippee! Okay, time to beat the shit out of the big one. I'm gonna destroy this bitch. Alright. I'm gonna Oh, now everything has a smite on it. Oh, I love this. I'm going to Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the glaive. I'm gonna hit him with the glaive first.
Okay.
And that has a automatic smite. That adds what? If I decide to smite with it, depending on like if I crit or not, that will just add another smite
Yeah.
roll, right?
Yes. So remember, yeah, you still got to hit him. Yeah, so you guys are going to start fighting. Atham unleashes a psychic blast. Sin is going to start rushing to him. The orc's going to say, "Well, we got a Ponzi church boy coming up to fight, eh?"
I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna be running up and leap into the air and hit him with does a 17 hit?
Yes, a 17 does hit.
All right. I will hit him with the glaive, and I'll do that at a. Oh, let's be a little quirky. Let's do I'll do a smite at first level, so that would be plus. That would be 2d8s or 3.
What'll be 3d8s with your improved smite?
3d8s. These are my d8s. I love doing damage. It's so fun. I did not roll well. Oh, that's so bad. These little dice hate me. Okay. Oh wait, I also have to roll my glaive. That would make sense. That's a D10. I'm good at this game, I swear. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's only each. Yeah. Okay, that's only 24 points of radiant damage for the first hit. And then I'm gonna do my classic thing where I'm gonna lunge at him with the glaive that's glowing and stuff. Then I'm gonna take out the whip with my other hand, and I'm gonna whip that bitch.
I'll whip that out.
I rolled a nat 20.
Maximum
Nat
crit.
20, Jesus Christ.
Maximum.
I'm gonna
smite.
smite again. I'm gonna smite again.
Full power.
More power.
Oh, power! What was
I'm
the first
gonna-
damage, real quick, before we forget? It was 28,
The
right?
first one was 24.
24. Okay.
Okay, and now I'm gonna smite 3rd level. So that how many smites that? Is that 68? Because it's up to 5 at the highest. And then
Basically, yeah, you check your
yes.
you check
Okay,
your
so
smite
it'll be
level.
6. It'll be 6. That's my extra one. And that's doubled.
Mm.
So that's 12 d8s. Plus my normals. I love damage. Maybe I should use the interwebs for this, but real dice don't fail me. Okay, this is gonna take a second because I'm bad at math. You guys can like cut this part out while I do the math. Okay, I have to do 12 d8s. Good thing I have a lot.
You can roll them in batches too, if that helps you out.
That's what I'm doing. I got a 4 here, so I'll do 3 sets of 4. Oh, okay, that landed on top of them. I'll roll that one again. So plus 8 plus 4 22 9 Oh, I rolled really well on this.
Oh no.
Wow. Another set of these. And then I'll be done. I keep rolling 7s and 8s. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. And then I do plus. That's 103 damage.
Holy shit. Oh, also I need to.
I still have my bonus action, so I'm gonna hit him with a spiritual weapon.
I
Or is
think
he already dead?
No, he's not already dead. But I think for you, when you need to summon it with the bonus action first, right? Before you can hit it again, or do you get an immediate attack as soon as it's summoned? I forget.
Yeah, it's a bonus action. I get to attack it with that. I think that's usually what I do, anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
create a
Yeah.
floating weapon of rage, and it's just 1d8.
Okay.
And oh, he's a lucky bitch. I rolled bad for that one, so he doesn't get hit by the spiritual weapon. I rolled the
Okay.
8.
So that was 24, and then 100, and what was it for the
100
top?
and what was it? 103.
Oh boy. Okay.
So that is 127 damage.
Holy
I
shit!
love
Yeah.
being a paladin. He tried to goad me. He's like, church boy. And I jump up, glowing with radiant energy, and I just fucking stab him in the head, and I go around, I whip him on, like, some part of his fat body with so much damage.
I really think you need to body shame him here.
Oh, he's a big guy. His big body.
He's a
mean,
big
okay,
for
fat's
you.
not the right word. I mean,
For you.
like meaty.
For
I'm
you.
guessing he's really big. Like, you said he's a big orc. He could be meaty and fat with muscles. I don't know. Or not. I would say that's a bad thing. I just said I'm gonna smack him and
You
kill
do.
him.
He takes 5 psychic damage from the what's the word, the taunting.
Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery. Thank
Thank you. Another 5 damage there?
you. No.
Damn it. I'm so happy right now.
So the basically, yeah, Atham starts sending psychic mortars into the water. Zin runs up, gets called a church boy, unleashes a nuke on the orc's face. He's just gonna say, "Oh, salt! Oh, my head! Oh, that hurt. That proper hurt. Okay."
Take
And
that,
then
fiend.
who starts a battle like that? I just saw him got off my ship. All right. And then that's going to be.
He's the one who wanted to fight.
That is true.
You wanted to fight, pal.
Alcarab, that's going to be your turn.
Great. All right, well, I'm gonna adopt a starry form, the form of the dragon again.
Mm.
Um,
Dungeons
that's pretty funny. Um,
and
and then so I'm going to start probably like not act like hovering off the ground a little bit since I can fly. Um, and then I am going to cast Control Water. So a 100 by 100 foot square beneath the ship submarine, just sort of like parts to the side. So there's just like a big hole in the ocean.
Oh, interesting.
I know it's a submarine, but I'm imagine if it has cannons, then I'm definitely going to ruin the gunpowder, and if there are people on deck, I'm probably going to ruin them too.
Yeah, so I mean it is you made a correct gamble in the sense that it is supposed to be up a certain way. So it's suddenly kind of spiraling from this happening because I mean there's no check, you just kind of do this. Um uh you're gonna hear some of the orcs on the deck go, "Boy, it's not one of them dandy dragons." And then as soon as they start saying that and start aiming their cannons toward you, it starts to immediately tip and start to fall with the ocean running back in. So um, their guns do start to become inundated with water. The whole thing is kind of bobbing up and down. It's struggling to stay afloat now that it's kind of dealing with that shock. A lot of water is getting on the inside of the submersible. Um, and that's kind of annoying because yeah, the guns were gonna fire. So that's that. Thanks. Um,
we're so smart.
my ship too. Get a
You
right
asked
couple
for it,
smacking. I didn't ask you to solve my ship.
I didn't ask you to show up here.
Got something for a dandy like you. And he's gonna start eating what looks to be a kind of odd looking mushroom.
Oh my god, he's Mario.
Somebody put that in part of the day, please.
That's so sadistic.
So he's gonna start. You can see kind of a wild look in his eyes, and
I want to smack the mushroom away.
it's not your turn. So
I
guys
know. I
all
just said
got
I
your
want
turn.
to. I didn't say I was going. I just said I want to. In essence, I wish I could.
Well, fine. Let's see here. Oh wait, that was the wrong die for that. Okay. So his eyes are gonna kind of alight with a certain anger. Uh, he's a Mari. um. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. And his eyes start to glow. Um. All of a sudden, storm clouds start appearing in a giant circle around where you guys are fighting. Um. And it's going to start. You're going to hear cracks of thunder out of it, and there's going to be little flashes. Um.
Yeah, that's my thing.
You're not-
Does Alcarab say that out loud?
Probably like quietly.
That's good. I think that's funny. Hey, that's my dude.
It's my thing. All right, so the orc boss here is going to take a swing back at Zin here. Let's see, attack one.
But doesn't it take an action to eat a thing?
No, that's it's an object interaction. Plus, I mean, I've had you guys use potions, and I've been nice.
That's true. I was just trying to be. I was trying to be a dick like Cameron.
Oh, whoa! Somebody got caught in the crossfire there. What did Cameron do?
Fucking helping you ever again. Oh, fuck.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just didn't like the blow.
A great wrong has befallen our
Well,
people.
What
God.
people?
They're falling to
Fellow
infighting.
Dowie, a great wrong has befallen us.
All right,
That's
you're
going
gonna.
in the book.
It's going in the fucking book. Which
You're
one?
just gonna
I
forget,
love
old
them.
man.
So yeah, you're gonna get hit once. He's gonna miss one time. He's gonna hit you with another. Let's see here. Hit you so much. Okay, sweet. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me, Zin.
Okay. I love having bonuses to saving throw. I love having. Yeah. Okay. I have a advantage. Do I have advantage from the thing, or is that just to attack roll? I have to pull up Brandon's message. Oh, it's on initiative. Oh, it's on initiative.
It's not like you could have done better than what
Yeah,
you got, though.
could not have done better. Okay, so I rolled. What did I roll? I rolled forces. I rolled a total of 17.
All right. You're only gonna take half then. So let's see here. Oh, I rolled poorly on that. So you're going to take 29 damage from his normal attack, and then the lightning is going to strike you for 11. Round that down to 5.
You said 29 and then 5?
5 lightning damage. So you're going to get. You're only going to take 34 damage from his attack.
Okay.
He's also going to then use his movement to back up a little bit to his ship.
Wait, is he getting out of my area of... Does this give me an opportunity attack?
Let me see here. Yeah, this will give you an opportunity attack.
I'm gonna hit him with... I'm gonna whip him, but I also want to try and whip the arm. I know he already ate his mushroom, but I want to whip the arm that was eating the mushroom. I want to just go...
Okay.
That is a 20. I'm really bad at math. 22 to hit.
All right. You are going to then get you're gonna hit. Roll me damage.
Okie dokie. Oh, nice. 17. Oh, I also get a free D8. I forget. That's 20. 28 damage.
Okay. So yeah, do you want to narrate how it kind of looks and what's happening? So he's gonna start running toward his ship.
He's gonna run like a little coward, and I'm going to lash out my whip and be like, "Oh no, you don't!" And I'm gonna like, almost like, I don't know if I quite rolled well enough to pull him back, because I think I need a crit for that. But I'm gonna try and pull him somewhat, and if not, I'm going to slice his arm through. Like, kind of grab at him with his arm that he ate the thing, and just go.
So you'll do some damage to his arm. You'll burn it a little bit. He's like, you glowy boys always burn too much. But you're not gonna cut his arm off if that's what you meant, by the way. His arm's not gonna
I
come.
know. Well, I just want to badly injure him. He's taken so much damage already. How is he still up?
The mushrooms might heal him a little bit, and also he is a monster kind of, boss
That's true.
character. So he's gonna have a little bit more health than you guys will.
That's true. I'm gonna add up how much damage I do to him just for funsies.
Okay. That is going to be a. There you go. Alcarab and Atham, I'm also going to need you guys to take or to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Ten.
Okay.
15.
All right. You both fail. That's going to be 23 lightning damage as the storm kind of crackles down from that and hits both of you. Alcarab, you're kind of zooming up through the sky. You just cast this thing. The lightning forms, and then like kind of chain lightning flows through you for a bit and does you significant damage. And it's starting to fire off around the. Not that chain lightning.
I'm going to reaction make myself resistant to it.
Okay.
So
Take half then.
What's that? 11. How much did you say it was? 23?
It was
Is it 23?
29, or no, sorry, 23. No,
20.
yeah, 23.
I'm actually also gonna make myself resistant to it as my reaction.
Do you have an ability that lets you do that?
I have absorb elements, which is a
Yeah.
reaction when I get hit by an
Okay, yeah.
element.
I have basically the same thing.
Okay, just I'm making sure. I didn't know if you were
I
making a
thought,
joke. Of it.
yeah, I didn't know Will had that. I just thought he was like, well, I'll also do that.
Yeah,
Put
I
a
thought that was
smile on. I
quite
was like,
bad.
I think that's fair.
No, I have
After
a
you,
spell.
sorry, go ahead.
I had a question I was gonna ask. Probably gonna say this, but like, what's going on with the her name's Sylvia in the group that's behind us? Have they not evacuated? Like, is there a big group or is it just her?
It's just her right now, and Grima is in the back too. She hasn't moved yet because it's not been her turn.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
So after that goes through, he's gonna pull out another mushroom.
He can do that.
Yeah, he's a wild Path of the Wild barbarian, so he has whenever he gets hurt, he can change the wild shape, or sorry, the wild aspect.
He's a little bitch.
It's called unstable backlash.
He's a bitch. Dare he heal himself? Or buff
So let's
himself.
see here. Let me.
He shouldn't be healing himself. I think he's just gonna probably deal damage to you or make himself fly or some other weird shit. It's wild magic to do funky shit.
Oh, yeah. It's
Um,
wild. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Turns himself into a toad.
Oh yeah, actually, okay. So he's going to become kind of encased in a sort of misty-looking magic, and he's going to be moving towards the ship. As he does get to the ship, it starts to get it's on fire now. Actually, there seems to have been some kind of malfunction with the guns. Alcarab up above, you can kind of see a bunch of the orcs are running around on the side of the ship now. It's kind of keeled over, and they're all like, "Hoof it! It's gonna blow! The powder's either wet or on fire. Run! Betsy's not gonna make it." And you can just see that as the orc gets back towards his ship, you just hear him say, "Oh, Zog!" And there is a massive explosion that rocks the entire island. As a smoke, debris, and fire kind of start raining down across the entire, I guess, pontoon island, you could maybe call it. And everybody, including the orcs, is going to have to make a, let's say, a dexterity saving throw, because that's usual for explosion.
Everyone in the group.
Fuck. 23. I rolled well on this one.
Also, I forgot to say, I think everyone who's a friendly creature, yeah, for my aura protection, you all get a +2 to saving throws.
I don't think you're close enough, though, because if you
Oh,
dash forward to
frick,
attack
am I not?
I
if
might
you
be
dash
close
forward,
enough, but it doesn't matter. I rolled high
What
enough.
does
I'm
my
definitely
aura
not close
protection
enough.
do?
It's
I
like
believe it's 15 feet, I think.
15 feet later
Okay.
goes up to 30.
But that's like level 18 that it goes up.
Yeah, that's a while.
Okay,
So
never mind. You guys
I don't
don't
think you're
get the
close enough.
benefit.
Yeah.
I was trying to help, trying to be helpful.
Well,
All right. So those Alcarab, you're gonna see an orc fly past you on fire, going, and then get thrown into the dissipating storm and get zapped by the lightning and completely disintegrate and fall down in a bunch of ashes. And you just see that all over. There's a bunch of orcs just flying all over the place. On fire, not on fire. Roll me a perception check, though, real quick, Alcarab.
27.
Okay. You're gonna see that there seems to have been 3 mini pods that ejected from the ship last minute. That are making their way toward the dock.
What do you mean by like mini pod? Like just smaller boats?
Kind of like just like escape pods. I'll say you rolled really high, so they look like it's little escape pods. The The entire battlefield is going to be covered in a bit of a smoke, so it's you all have dim vision, or what's the proper term for it?
Dark vision?
Not
Light-
dark vision, like it's dim light.
lightly obscured.
Yeah, lightly obscured throughout the entire thing, so you can't really see more than 10 feet
Don't
ahead of
worry,
you.
guys. I got light.
I think that doesn't apply when there's something actually obscure.
Frick! Damn it! I try to make my other parts useful.
I can
You can
still see through it though, right? Because I've got I've got like my see
See the
thing.
unseen, yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't.
You
done
should
anything
be
else
able
for
to.
concentration, so. Well,
Okay.
actually, let me make a concentration roll for that last attack. Yeah, I'm fine. All right, yeah.
And
I
if
still
you
have
were
it.
you didn't give yourself a D4 at any point
Nope.
through if you,
That's
'cause you're
all-
concentrating on unseen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Did you
All right,
need
so-
our dex checks, or was it just those two?
Well, I was just mentioning that for the what's it called? So yeah, everybody give me your dex thing real quick, and I'll let
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what damage you take or
23.
don't take. 23,
13.
13, and what
Yeah.
was for you? So
I got 22, I believe.
all right.
21. It's one of those.
Yeah, you benefit from your circle of protection.
I
Yes,
do.
you do.
My aura of protection, because I'm a protection person. I love aura of conquest.
That's not the same.
I get it. I get
Well,
it.
any paladin gets the bonus to saving throws. That's a general class feature.
Yeah.
Aura of Conquest, I think, is the fear one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm
Not-
scary.
Not as cool as Oath of the Ancients, though, to be honest. You get
Not
like
as cool as
advantage.
Oath of Vengeance, which is where the
That's
real
true,
money's
too.
at.
Yeah,
Off
but
power
I think,
gaming top. You guys take
I think
28
mine's
damage if you
cool.
failed, which as in what did you say your final thing was? If did you make sure to include your class feature?
yeah, I 22, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Zin and Atham pass. Alcarab, you fail. So you take 28 if you didn't pass. You take 14 if you did.
Taking more damage from myself than from any enemy.
You did really. You stopped the lair action though. The lair action was going to be the guns firing, and now they're completely gone thanks to you. I didn't get to use them once.
Oh, you're
Well
so
done.
good, Alcarab. I
Asshole.
love doing damage to the big guy. I'm so happy.
Those happen in initiative step 20, don't they, Sean?
The
Lair
lair
action.
action. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna
Yeah, we
have
want
it go
that
in.
initiative boost.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, good work, team. All right,
All right, yeah. Let's go, guys. Atham's dead.
I see. So you're against cooperation outside of what's useful for your story. All right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm emotional cooperation, not cooperating in fights is basically power gaming. I won't stand for it.
We are power.
All right, let me calculate the damages for the guys here real quick. Okay.
I can also do that again for the people in the water.
You should do that. That'd be really cool.
If you can get them all bundled into one place, I'll delay my turn so I can hit them with a psychic blast.
I can do
Look
that.
at I drew a thing. That's not.
I wanna hear this
That's me / Zin
I can speak psychically. You just heard it.
laughing maniacally.
I guess that does give a good reason for why people can talk strategically without having to worry about it too much. That does give a good out for that.
Yep.
Telepathy. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of them do get crispified. There's still a decent amount left, and actually, it's still going to be their turn because that was going to be the lair action. I rolled badly on the fucking luck roll, so they exploded. Let's see. 2 of them is going to. So yeah, 4 are going to jump out of the water and going to say, "Oi, get the shiny ones." Wait, which one, boss? There's 2 of them.
There's 3 of them, actually.
The dandy one that doesn't lower it down. Whatever, attack. Let's see. They're gonna roll against Three against Atham and 2 against Sylvia.
Hmm.
So let's see. Atham, you're gonna take 1 hit. Sylvia's gonna take 1 hit. I'll roll Sylvia in a second here. Atham, you are going to take. You're gonna take 11 damage. As they kind of try and like just beat on you with their cutlasses. And that's going to be their turn on there. The escape pods, Alcarab, you can't exactly see them very well anymore, but they looks like they were moving forward last you saw them. We're gonna then go back up to Atham.
All right, I am going to send out I'm going to make another psychic crush on these two fucking losers.
You can
I
get
need them
all.
to
You
make-
can get like all 4 of them now. They're all like really close to each other, so you can do that.
I
now.
will do so.
Okay.
All 4 intelligence saving throws. Those that fail are stunned.
As a reminder, there is one still under the bridge who's been stunned and has not had his turn yet. So, well, not his turn yet, but he skipped his turn because he was fucking stunned.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that's good. All right.
Wait, the one that was stunned didn't die?
Oh no, he did die. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot that thought 2
Yeah.
failed, but no, it was 1 and he died. That's right.
Yes.
1's critical failure. 3 out of 4 fail. What's the damage total here?
3 out of 4.
I'm also probably going to point out to the other 2 just that there are the lifeboats and point out their general vicinity.
Good.
Okay.
Ooh. Very nice. 41 damage. A little bit
41
less than
damage.
last time, but still pretty good.
All right. Those are going to. They're all just going to kind of disintegrate. I guess get boomed off of the sides here and fall into the water. However you want to say it happens. Have an aneurysm and just fall down.
No, flash of golden light and they're sent flying.
That works out.
Now,
Zin,
bonus action. I'm gonna. No, I'll keep my. I'll keep the concentration on the eye thing. Yeah, I'll keep that. All right, cool.
Okay. Zin, that is going to be your turn then.
Cool. I think for this round, I'm going to. So, how many went to attack Sylvia?
You can't really see that right now unless we want to say that Atham was keeping you updated psychically. 2 of them went
Okay,
to do
then-
that, but most of them are, or actually all of them are dead now.
Okay.
The ones on the bridge were, yeah.
Then I think for this round, I'm gonna start with the bonus action real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get hit much more. And then
It's a good idea.
the big guy. How far away is he now?
He took his movement. I wanted to do his other extra movement thing, but that only works if I'm closer to you. So that I didn't do that. Unfortunately, I forgot that he has to be closer with aggressive. So yeah, he's about 30 feet away. Oh no, sorry. Actually, he's 40 feet away because barbarians get an extra 10 to their movement. So he's 40 feet away. But since you have your glaive, I think you can still attack or use the whip. If you do use your full movement to get over there and then hit him.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright. I guess I could do that. If I were to ask personally, how likely is it? I think this actually might be hard. Never mind. I was gonna ask if I could throw the axe, but I feel like throwing an axe 40 feet is pretty hard.
Yeah, that's a bit difficult.
Never mind. I'm gonna move forward. Oh, I want to fly. That would be fun. Does it take an action to summon my wings and fly, or?
That's your channel divinity, correct?
Yeah.
So when you can use your channel divinity to exude presence as an action. Oh, that's conquering presence.
Radiant Soul would be the thing.
What's the question?
Radiance. Oh, that's an Asmar. Sorry, that's your racial feature.
Yeah, it adds your
Yeah.
level in damage once per attack per turn. So
I
once
wanna
per attack
see-
per turn, you deal an extra 11 damage. Pretty cool.
I forgot I could do that. I forgot it gave me damage too.
And you
Yeah,
fly. Yeah.
It does take an action to unleash this though. You're starting at third level. You can use your action to unleash divine energy, choosing your eyes. Your transformation lasts a minute until you end it as a bonus action. During it, you can fly 30 feet, and once on each of the end of the turns, an extra radiant damage to the target when you deal damage to it with an attack or spell. The extra radiant damage equals your level.
I could batter this guy with some psychic stuff to keep him stunned if you want to just take the turn.
Get close to him, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get a turn before you get her back around, Atham. So
Yeah.
just as a thing, just as
Does
a
he
mention.
look any significant amount hurt? Because my logic.
Oh, he
here
looks
is that-
He looks fucked up right now.
Okay,
He's
maybe just kill
definitely.
him then. Just hit him
Yeah,
twice.
I'll just kill
smite
him. I'm gonna
do-
run up and kill him.
Do 2 level 2 smites on him. He'll probably die.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna hit him with the whip.
The whip. Okay.
I would say normally try and take him prisoner, but I don't care.
I don't care. I'm killing him. He has no use
Yeah.
to me.
I will remind you that part of the reason he is also alive is that the radiant damage is cutting through the barbarian's natural resistance, but your weapon still does half damage. So at least like the
It's
actual
not a magic
cutting.
weapon?
Yeah, no, the glaive is not a magic weapon.
Well, the whip is.
The whip. Oh, the whip. Oh, yeah, that is a whip magical weapon. Shit. Okay.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not totem of the bear. He can't get around that.
Mhm.
And I was using the whip anyways. Okay, 17 to hit. I'm guessing. Yeah, that hits right. Yeah. Okay, I'll smite him again. Because I feel like that's
Did
a
you?
good
Did you?
idea.
Well, did you hit? What was your roll?
I said 17.
You don't hit him. His recent thing, the thing as you try and hit him with the whip, and it bounces off thanks to his new enhanced smoky form.
Well, I get it. Every time I attack, I get another one. I get another chance to attack.
You
So I gotta hit him again.
You can try and hit him again.
Do you have spiritual weapon up as well?
I already used my bonus action to give me a funny. You know what? Frick it. I'm gonna use my guided
Still
strike.
fun.
Oh, that's channel
Okay.
divinity. Yeah, that's fine. I'll kill him. Guided strike, that makes it 27. That's gonna hit him.
Okay. And you can check
And
over here.
then I will smite him again at
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you can't use that. You have to activate it before I say that it hits or misses.
No, but I did that for the second one.
Oh, for the second one? Okay, then
Yeah, the first one I missed. The second one I rolled badly, so I used my channel divinity so I could hit him.
What's the hit die? You need to beat a 19.
Yeah, I got it. I got a 27.
Okay.
All
right. Roll.
And
How
then
much
I'm
do you want
gonna-
to smite?
and then
And
I'm-
then
Yeah, I'll smite. Try to smite it. I could smite it. Why not smite at third level again? That's fine. I got another third level spell slot after this. So that's 6d8 plus my whip damage on d8s. Yes, I love this. My d8s have been
Okay.
so nice to me today. For once. For once.
yeah, you are rolling well for once. I'll actually say that.
This is
You
like the
usually
first time in so long.
It's like I don't remember you having wings.
I didn't get the wings yet. I didn't do that, but I could.
Oh.
We could say I have it for dramatic effect.
For
I don't
dramatic
actually.
effect, yeah.
For the dramatic effect, we could say they're there, but I haven't actually done the funky, like, bonus thing.
Mm.
That's 60 damage.
All right, so you strike out. You wrap him in burning chains. You see the light flicker from his eyes, and let's see here real quick. As he's about to fall, a leg outstretches and catches himself. I ain't done with you, chicken boy. he says.
Chicken boy. So, weak insult for someone who's going to die by my hand.
I ain't dying to somebody who looks like they'd go well deep fried. And let's see here. You are going to take.
Wait, is he hitting? Like, is it a thing that's like a saving throw, or is he hitting me?
No, this is as a reaction to the wild magic effect from you hitting him since you damaged him.
Oh, okay.
So let's see, 2 times.
Because I buffed my AC is all.
Sorry, what's up? That is going to be. You're going to take 6 damage is all.
Oh, baby poo poo.
Be poo poo. Oh my god. All right. That's awful. I just want you to know.
Oh, he's doing like the stinkiest damage. Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy. It's only 6.
Well, out of
Don't get me
curiosity,
wrong.
what is your health right now?
Me?
Yeah, what is your health?
Why do you want to know?
All right, whatever. All right, Alcarab, it's gonna be your turn now, I think, unless you're
It's
gonna.
okay. I could say it, but I feel like you damaged.
No, too bad. Too late. What's Alcarab? What are you doing now?
So there are the guys in the mist who I can't really see in the like escape pods, right?
You know
And
they're
there's-
down in the water, generally somewhere there. Yeah.
Is there are there people like around the exploded ship, or are they like kind of dead and gone?
The ship for the most part is burning. It's starting to become kind of a serious inferno. So no one's probably hiding too much in there. You could roll insight, but I think you have enough natural intelligence to know that most likely everybody who's still active is going to be in those escape pods.
Yeah. Okay. There's something I might be able to do if I can find the right spell. Give me a minute. Sure. Okay. Do I know their area in like approximately like a 15-foot cube, or is that a little too precise?
Tell you what, why don't you roll me? Do you have a d6 on you?
I do.
The space of the pier is kind of like in a 45 square foot box. So we'll say if you roll me a d6 and if you get between the two numbers I'm thinking of, so basically like doing a 1 out of 3 chance.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll say that you get it accurately if you want to do that. You could fly closer, and that would give you a better. We'll say that We'll say that you have a better chance at seeing it. I mean, you flew up using your movement, so you could get down to seawater level using your movement as well
Yeah,
and cast it directly.
I will do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Before I fly down, actually, because my spell is going to increase my flying speed. I'm going to cast Investiture of Wind.
Okay.
Which just surrounds her in a bunch of fucking wind. I mean, it's not that cool. But I also
That's
get
kind of
6.
cool.
That's
I
pretty
do get
cool,
60
buddy.
feet of flying speed though, which is very cool.
Whoa.
Oh,
Um,
that's nice.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Anyway, I fly down, and if I can see them more clearly, I'm gonna use my action to wait, I've already used my action. Okay. I'm just gonna watch them then. I'll go down and I'll look at them. I'll go between them and everyone else if I
So
can.
I'll tell you what, if you get more speed, you could potentially go down to the pods, and you still have an object interaction left. So you could try and mess with them and mess them up, and maybe sink one of them or something like that. I will allow that if you want to see if you can find something. If you roll well enough, like on an investigation check, or you have a good knowledge. I don't know if Alcarab does, but I know Will does have a good knowledge of nautical things. So if you want to try and use that, I'll let you metagame that just this once free of charge.
Um, I might. Is it possible for me to get between them and like the rest of the people?
Yeah, you could go down in the water and like get between them and what they were about to, like get through to get to the pier.
Okay. So there's an effect of the spell where, like, since I'm surrounded by wind, like ranged weapon attacks that go through that are made with a disadvantage. So if I place myself between them and like other people, they'd have to either go through the wind, or if they were try to shoot, then they'd have to go through the wind. So I might do that and just sort of stand between them.
We could
and
say that they
everyone.
start creating whirlpools. Yeah, that could be flavorful enough. So we'll say that works. They'll just like they're kind of bullet bills, so they're in effect maybe a projectile weapon.
Got Mario and Bullet Bill.
Oh shoot! This is just like the Mario movie. Sorry.
This is like Mario Kart.
Yo, I love Mario Kart. Do, 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 do. That's copyrighted.
I'm going to. I've lost the will to live. You guys win. The battle's over. You've beaten me at the game.
Psionic damage.
I took a bunch of. Oh God! I want to jump down a pipe and dive. All right, so Alcarab, you're gonna swim. You're gonna invest in yourself this wind. Market capital yourself this wind, and you're gonna be surrounded by these.
Economy is in shambles.
Yeah. You completely destroyed. There's a wind elemental somewhere who just lost all of his savings due to a huge inflation spike for some reason. But you've completely done that, and you fly down. You start doing circles in the water as there's giant whirlpools that kind of start to separate the dock or pier, whatever you want to call it, from where the bullet bill escape pods were coming toward. And you just hear as they start to get caught up in the whirlpools, whoa, like kind of going far and away as they get closer to you. Stop it! I'm just gonna hurl. We're gonna get to the boss, who is now at very low HP, and he's going to take the opportunity to imbibe another mushroom. Because he did take damage, so he gets to switch again. Let me see here real quick. So that is 9. Ooh, nice. Okay, so I guess just Zin. All of a sudden you see that the creature has a purple lightning in its eye and it looks directly at you, and you feel something trying to pry into it. So make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, let's fucking if I could do that. 25. Yes.
Something feels like it's trying to pry itself into your mind, but there's a glow around the crown of your head, and all of a sudden you feel something in the back of your mind whisper, and push out the orc, and he goes, "Oh!" You can see you start to have a headache. "Oh, so there's a bigger chicken in there. What is with you dandies? You've got chickens and people who fight with glowies. This ain't a proper scrap at all." And he's gonna start running at you with his axe. And let me.
Bitch boy.
Wow, I still
He's
can't
not
get over
even
you.
chicken, and he's the one that's the chicken. He's like,
He's the one that's the chicken. This is offensive. I still can't get over you body shaming him. That was the funniest thing. I'm gonna beat the shit out of this fat ass.
No, I said that I whip his fat body or some shit like that. I called him chunky and big.
I'm gonna knock the spray whiz out of this guy's hand. I'm gonna call him.
He seems like he eats too much
glazed
chicken, low key.
He might.
He does seem a bit chicken obsessed.
That is
Yeah,
true.
he
You don't know.
really.
You don't know. Maybe he does eat too much chicken. He could. You don't know this guy's life. You don't know his
Yeah, that's
story.
true. I don't.
No,
But
we don't. That's why it's a supposition.
Listen. Enough lawyer talk, okay?
Hmm.
Okay, you're
Confirm
gonna take.
Sean endorses body shaming.
Wow. Okay, that's
Wow.
not. That is.
I never
You're
said
on record
that was a
for it.
bad thing. I never said him being
Yeah.
big and fat was a bad thing. I just said
No,
that's
we're just
how
gonna
he
kill
is.
him.
Yeah.
We're
That's
just
much
killing
more
him because he's
socially
like
We're just
big.
gonna kill him. All right, you're
Murder
gonna
is
take
far more
16.
socially acceptable than body shaming.
Oh my
Wait, but
God.
how is he hitting me? What's his? Because I'm buff. I got the. He has to make a 20.
He rolled a 21.
Fuck.
He's using reckless attack, so that's fine.
Okay, I was just checking. He's
All right,
he's only 2 over. He rolled 2 lower. Just saying.
And then what is going to go? And then he's going to make another attack here. Oh, wait, that was the wrong die for that. Whoops. He's slashing at you. There, you guys are kind of destroying the dock with your battle here. It's starting to get a little bit separated from the rest of them, and there still is the smoke screen on the whole of the. Oh shit! One moment. On the island, he takes his axe up to swing with a big swipe. Let's see here. So that is going to be 27 damage in addition to the 11 you just took. Where the fuck did that go?
So you said 26?
Yeah, 26.
26, and before it was 11, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine, guys. Don't worry.
He is at death's door, but yeah, he's dealing a bit of damage here. So, and he did lose his good buff, so that actually kind of sucks. I shouldn't have changed his wild magic buff. All right, it's going to be the escape pod's turns. They're going to make I guess for them this would just be a strength saving throw. So let's see if they can get out of this. Just 3 of them. There's my other d20. There it is. All right. All right, 2 are gonna stay trapped. And you're gonna get a third is gonna break out toward the edge, and they're gonna hop up on shore or on the pier. There's 4 boys and orc boys in black and red armor, and Captain Grima stands in front of them and is saying, "Now hold on, lads. There's just innocent people here. Turn back." And they just say, "Oh my! By the green gods, it's a skeleton! Get him, boys!" And they all just start beating the shit out of Grima. And Sylvia's like, "We can't let them get in with that mushroom thing of theirs, whatever it is. If it might explode with the energy of an entire colony of psychics."
I'm aware of
She's
the
gonna start
danger.
running over.
Why are you running over? Get
What?
away from it!
Can you not just like okay? Just
She's gonna
let
go
me
over to
kill
do
him.
something.
Be fine. Don't worry.
Ranged attacks. Is
Well,
it
she
my
needs
turn?
to get in range. No, Atham falls into a sinkhole and dies. Okay, yeah, it is your turn.
I'm sure I've got something in my manual of bullshit to get me out of this predicament.
Uh-huh.
Right. How badly damaged does? Actually, no. I'm not gonna leave it up to chance. I bonus action look at evaluate the orc boss. How much?
Can I have the kill?
That's why I'm wondering if I'm trying to evaluate if you can kill him before it's his turn.
Well, so he
Matt, give me his hit points.
yeah, he's at 21 right now.
Yeah, you can kill him. All right, I'm gonna go after the boys. And they just got out of a pod, yeah.
Yeah, they just got out of the pod. It's just kind of
Yeah, all right. I'll just fucking Dr. Manhattan them away. Intelligence saving throws, please.
What's the range on that though? You're 60 feet away from
feet.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yeah, 60
just
feet.
making sure.
This one's a different one. This is pure damage. We're not doing any stuns this time. I
All right.
discovered I don't need to. I can just kill.
All right. 1 passes. All right. So 1 out of 4 passes.
51 damage.
And a half, obviously. Okay, so yeah, 3 of them just get obliterated. And the orc boy who's there, I'm gonna take a look at him. He's gonna look around and just kind of, I'm sorry, Mr. Skeleton. I didn't realize you had that kind of power. The girl's like, yeah, you should have. Get out of here. And he's gonna run and dive it back into the sub and start leaving.
The sinking sub?
Not that the escape pod. Or well, he's gonna
Oh.
try, but it's kind of struggling because it's only meant for like a short get out of the
Yeah.
sub quickly. So he's just scared. Alcarab, or no, sorry, Zin, your turn.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. I'm gonna destroy this motherfucker. I'm going to. I'm gonna hit him with. I'm gonna hit him with the. I'm gonna do the whip again because magic weapon. And I'm gonna roll so please. Yes, fuck. Okay, 25 to hit. And I'm gonna use my spite. Because he's gonna get nated.
He's gonna get.
Yeah, I'll do my final 3rd level thing. I mean, once he's dead, it's easy peasy. 25 to hit. That hits. Time for 68 and my whip damage. Just so I can obliterate him for funsies. You are so lucky I rolled so bad on some of those. Holy shit. But nevertheless, I go in to whip him and smite him and, murder him for 38 damage. And I just want to, I don't even know what he said last time. He called me a chicken. And I'm just gonna go
Hold on, before you decide what the last word is going to be, barbarians still have the persistent rage feat, so if he beats another Constitution saving throw, he can get back up. So let me roll that first and see if he does.
This is true.
I can still hit him again.
This is also true.
No, he rolled a nat 1, so he's dead.
Ha. Does he have any last word? I would say have any last words. So it's good fun. And then I'm gonna rack down. I'm gonna try and do that thing where I take my whip. I want to try and split him in half. I don't know if it will
My
do
only-
all that.
my only
It's not
regret-
that powerful.
Is Zog and dying?
I hear what he said. I'm just gonna kill him.
Okay.
Murder!
Murder. Okay, so yeah, you crack down with the glaive and just split his head open.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I have more things. Do I have a? Oh, and then fuck, that's an action.
If it's I'm willing to let you do something silly if it's for flavor, just because it's we're wrapping up here, so I think it's fine if that's.
Oh,
that's
I
all
was just gonna heal myself, but.
Oh, I mean, no, not then. No, that's important. So I'm not gonna let that happen.
Do
Just
I
yet.
have a? Let me see if I have any. Do I have a? I don't have a healing potion. Oh no, I have paladin power. I'll eat that later. I got paladin powers. Heal me.
My God. All
I'll
right.
have it later, just for the cool stuff. Oh, wait, I can do other things to the other dudes. Are there other dudes that I can hit, or no?
No, everybody died on the sub because it exploded. I've had very bad luck rolling this game or this session.
Okay. Well,
I think. Oh God, you gave me the ick. You gave me the unlucky.
The curse is passed on.
Yeah, the freaking the dice ick. I've gotten such
To be
shit
fair,
rolls.
at the end there, I rolled a few ones on my 8s.
You gave me the ugly.
Yeah.
God. All right. Well,
I'll go mode.
we're gonna move over to Alcarab's turn. So I'm gonna roll real quickly for the other subs to see if they explode because they've taken damage from this whirlwind just for wear and tear. They're very shitty escape pods. So let me. Okay, no, they both pass. So you still have these two subs that have got or escape pods that have got 2 people in them. Or not, sorry, not 2 people. You've got 2 squads of people in them. What do you
I'm
want to
not
do?
close enough to hit them, right?
No, they're underwater and quite significantly away from you,
Okay.
like between 30 and 40 feet, depending on where.
I'm just looking cool. I'm just just wanted to say before
Mhm.
we move on. I'm standing there looking cool. I'm hurt, but I look awesome. So I killed this dude.
Good, good. I'm very glad. Yeah, Zin stands over the the defeated orc, munching on paladin parmas. I know, not really, but that's just funny to think that that's your immediate reaction. For reference, well, paladin parmas are the church sponsored Cheez-It equivalent in this world for branding purposes.
Of course.
So
Zin
yeah,
loves the
The
Paladin
classic
Parvas.
Paladin Parma.
yeah. Zin loves paladin parmas and I don't know what we'd even call the other one. Just I guess uh the Ravonia River sports drink, like that's the Mountain Dew equivalent, I guess.
Oh, he does? Okay. That's
Well, I
fair.
thought you said that he basically would be the guy eating like Cheez-Its and drinking Mountain Dew in his room if he was a real teenager.
That would be
But
fair.
okay,
That
but
would be
sorry.
fair.
Well, sorry, Alcarab. What do you want to do with these subs? Do you still want to just kind of see if you can like mess with them? Do you want to cast another spell? You're still kind of creating this whirlwind where they're trapped. They didn't get out, but they didn't get damaged. They passed their con saving throw.
I'm gonna first of all switch my starry form to that of the archer, from the dragon,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna, because I still have investiture of wind up. I'm going to create a 15-foot cube of wind, sort of where I can get. Can I get both of them in a 15-foot cube?
Yeah, they're basically, if you time it right, which I say was easy enough for you, you can pretty easily.
In that 15-foot cube, any creature, or in this case, I guess the sub, has to make a Constitution saving throw, or it's going to take damage, and it also gets pushed like 10 feet out from the center. So basically, you're just like pushing them to either side.
All right, I'm gonna have them roll with disadvantage given the craziness of the currents already happening. So let me see how they do. Okay, one hard fails, and one also fails. So with that, we'll say that you're kind of, whipping them around in this um, whirlpool. You actually, why don't you describe exactly? Because I'm going to say they're going to get smashed apart, but why don't you describe how they're happening? They're kind of in this spin cycle. What does it look like with Alcarab then smashing them together using this extra spell? Because they both failed very badly on their stuff, and the damage in for their ramshackle pods is going to be catastrophic. Plus, they're underwater in armor, so they're going to probably drown. Um,
Yeah, so Alcarab's hovering there, sort of above the water. Um, I'm gonna like, I guess when they get to a certain point, like, I guess like clap or something. And as he like claps his hand, there's a big gust of wind out of like from the center of that sort of the whirlpool that they're in, that sort of knocks the subs over a little bit, and it pushes them very quickly outwards.
mhm. They rip apart in the currents, and you see 5 bodies in one and 4 bodies in the other caught up in the water, and unfortunately they're all in heavy armor and have trouble swimming, so they start
That's
to
so
descend.
sad. I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, not kind of insensitive to do this this week, Will, but I'll let it slide. That is a dark joke that hopefully anybody who's listening to it does not get.
Well, now
Um,
you're dating the episode, really.
I don't think that. Well, I'm not naming the incident specifically, so there. Hopefully, that will help smooth things over. Um, with that, then I'm going to say we're going to be out of combat. With those, were the last of the reinforcements still alive from the ship explosion. Which, again, really terrible luck. There was going to be a lot worse if the guns were firing. So I'm kind of pissed at that. But whatever.
Nice job,
Uh,
Alcarab.
Also, this guy has a great con save, or the boss had a great con saving throw, and he rolled a 1 on his second one. He only had to do was pass a DC 15 saving throw, and he would have been fine. God damn it.
I added up all the damage I did. I did 253 damage total.
Yeah, you would have basically some of that got canceled out by him doing a bit of healing from his what's it called
Shrooms.
shroom items, and then the other one was it just got left out because he died before like the full damage would take place. So and then just resurrected at 1, and then healed a little bit again. Yeah, so I should have left his other thing on. That's whatever. So that's good. What do you guys want to do? Atham, roll me actually a quick insight check, or sorry, perception.
Perception. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, I was about to say I was going to look for any of those mushrooms, but
I can cleanse them.
23.
You notice that Captain Grima is looking a little weird. He seems to still be in pain, which is kind of odd considering he's a skeleton immortal.
Captain, what's your status?
I'm not feeling too hard, Admiral Atham there. I think they left something on me, and you look down and you see that he has what looks to be a mushroom starting to grow off of his skeletal frame as he's on the ground.
Oh shit.
Then
call
can
me
you
on this
remove
one.
that?
Me? Yeah.
Demonic mushroom, if you please. Try not to harm the captain too much.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna. I don't know. How can
It's
I?
starting to get big pretty fast. You're gonna have to run over. It's starting to really.
Okay.
get
Yeah. No. Then I'm gonna
large.
run over and try and.
I'm going to
Heal it
keep a
up.
weather eye on the other psychics, just making sure none of them decide to come over for a quick look.
No, Sylvia rushed over to make sure that everybody was okay and make sure everybody was staying back. She's kind of looking in horror, but making sure that it doesn't get too close. She's kind of at one of the places where the platforms interlock, and it looks like she's considering disengaging it should it get too bad.
Okay.
So you get over. I want you to. This thing is going to have a set amount of health. You have to dash, so it's going to be at least 1 technically. All right, so yeah, you get there, and it is growing. It's about like a small child's height growing out of Grima's ribcage right now.
Holy shit. Okay. How am I supposed to deal with this? Like, am I supposed to do like radiant attack?
reeks. It reeks when you get over there. It is smelling terribly. It looks offensive to your sight.
Remove his head and then start damaging it.
Oh, okay. Can I not like just tear it off and burn it away with radiant energy?
I mean,
Remove
that's
his
kind of
head
what.
first.
Nothing,
You don't want to. Yeah.
yeah, you burned it last time, and that seemed to work pretty well.
So you want me to take his head off?
Just to spare him the pain. Yeah.
Okay. Captain. Sorry about this, and I'm gonna grab his head.
No worries, laddie.
I would take his head. How far away is Atham?
I can catch it psychically. Just throw it.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it to Atham, and then I'm gonna like try and conjure up this ball of like radiant energy. I'm gonna like focus it and like. I don't know what I would cast for that or how I would do that.
I need you to give me you're gonna auto hit, so don't worry about rolling for attack. But you need to pass a certain damage threshold to stop getting this growing and completely burn it out.
Okay.
The what was I gonna say? So roll damage with your glaive, and you can decide how much radiant damage you can pump out based on how many spell slots you have left. I mean, you can decide if you want to use most of them still, or if you want to save them for later. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll use
yeah.
I'll use a few spell slots. Start with 2 second level that I can do. If it's that big. So I would just do it like a smite or something.
Basically, yeah, you're just making an attack that it's not fighting back, so you auto hit. So just try and do as much damage as possible with your smites and your normal glaive.
Okay. Okay. I'm doing 2 of those too.
While she's calculating, Alcarab, what are you doing now that you've smashed these things apart? What would you like to do immediately after?
I'm probably gonna like fly back. Everyone looks, well, I guess I know I'm beat up. Zin probably looks pretty beat up, I assume.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty beat up. But
Roll me a perception check if you're getting out of the water.
and
Oh, I'm scared.
while he's doing that, I rolled 53 radiant.
53. Okay, you're able to cut this thing down and burn it out immediately. It completely shrivels up, and it just kind of starts to hiss and shriek like water is escaping from a kind of a log in the fire, and it starts to get disintegrated in white holy fire. Alcarab, what did you get for your perception?
28.
Okay, you're able to kind of look over as you're. Well, I forget. You're not in the dragon form anymore, right?
No,
You're
I'm
you're in
not.
the archer. Okay.
Right. I can still fly, but
Oh, you can. Okay, then yeah. You're able to see that the fire is still going, and the blown out husk of the submarine looks like all of the powder was actually that wasn't actually most of the powder. That was just some the ones they had out for the cannons at the moment. It's getting closer toward the armory as or the I guess the powder room as you kind of see it encroaching there.
well, fuck. All right, slight change of plans. You might have to wait a minute or two to get healed. Um, I'm gonna, I guess, control water again. And this time, what I'm going to do is instead of creating a trench, um, so there's a fire on in the village or in a like city, right? A little bit.
There's a little bit on the pier where it was closest to, and like there's a couple mini fires that are starting to get a little bigger around Zin, kind of. But the main village past the pier, where past Sylvia and everything like that, where the rest of the psychic people are, it looks relatively untouched. But the small, or not small, the explosion that just happened was enough to spread fire to the little dock there, and like this one looks like it's going to be much bigger. So it could potentially seed an entire fire across the whole makeshift island here.
All right, then I'm gonna redirect the flow of water away from the village
Okay.
so that
Um,
all of like the powder and stuff is just is going out.
the whole wreck is starting to go like
Yeah.
the tide's going away. Okay. Um, that should be good. You can start doing that.
Should you do we know this? Is he able to yell at us?
Yeah. Do you
Well,
communicate anything to the other?
I probably don't say anything, but you probably notice me flying and like move like I'm not being particularly subtle about it. I think it's pretty clear and like that Alcarab is doing stuff with the water. But and can they you would be able to see the wreckage from the dock, right?
Everybody would be able to see the wreckage.
Yeah.
It's quite obvious. Sylvia is going to point out, it's like, we need to get that wreckage away. It could burn down this whole island if we're not careful.
I'm more concerned about any more stockpiles of the mushrooms. So yes, get it away.
Does anybody have anything that they think could help? Right now, Alcarab's got it steadily pushing out, but I'm gonna roll on this on my luck die. Basically,
Actually,
every swing of the pendulum, and the closer it gets to failing, it might go off any second here.
I have a better idea too if it's just gunpowder.
Um,
But I'll let you roll
gunpowder
first.
and some dynamite-esque stuff. So I guess mainly just pretty much just gunpowder. And there's some scrolls in there as well. There's some bound scrolls for like explosion and fireball and stuff like that. That's about it though.
Presumably, if it's underwater though, it won't work.
If you put out all the fires, you could, yeah, potentially. If you completely quench it, it would, and wet all the powder. Yeah, there would be no explosion.
In which case my plans change. It's still control water, but I'm just gonna part it again so that there's no water. And so the stuff, even if it doesn't fall to the bottom of the trench, it falls down, and then when the water rushes in, it'll rush in on top of the powder and the fire, and so everything should get put out and thoroughly soaked.
Okay, that could work. I'm gonna say that for that to work, let me roll a quick luck, same as I did before.
Let's see what I can do. I want to see if I can help at all.
Go open
Alcarab-
some of the portholes on it, see if you can get to sink.
Alcarab does that, and you are able to kind of mostly sink it. It looks like it's wanting to kind of bob back up, but it is starting to take on water. There's a little fire still left at the top of the ship, but for the most part, it looks like a lot of it is submerged. So it might be fine if you leave it, but you could go and help finish the job if that makes sense. But Alcarab did a good job, mostly keeping the stuff wet and putting out a lot of the fire. There's still a little bit left.
I don't know what I can do.
You can just fly up and
Right.
just start opening some of the doors on it. I think that would be
Yeah.
enough.
I can also make a huge ass wave to cover it if all of this, if we need more.
I would do that. Get a
Oh.
huge ass wave, sink it more, and send it further out.
Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, I can try and help.
It would take you a while to get over there.
It
so-
may,
That's
and
the
also,
thing.
it also might not be good for you to go near a ship that is about to
About to
explode.
explode with
Yeah.
how little health I have left. I can
Well,
help
actually,
try and
you should try. No, you should try.
No.
It's worth it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do
I
it.
can help try
Do
and
it.
bring people and like Captain Grima and people back towards the island to deal with the stuff that's like on.
I mean,
the
it's
island
all
not.
pretty much done on the island for the moment. I mean, there's a few fires breaking out that you can start getting rid of, but I'm gonna roll just because nobody's made a decision. I'm gonna roll on the luck die again, real quick.
Could I, and while we're waiting, could I at least
Nothing
heal
happened.
myself for a bit?
Yeah. You can heal yourself. The fires are starting. If are you gonna tell the psychics that it's safe to come out now? Either of you, Atham or Zin.
Not
I'm gonna-
until the fires have completely been quenched, which I
Yeah,
don't-
no, I'm gonna try and tell everyone to stay back.
Okay.
But,
I'm gonna make a big wave 20 feet high,
Mhm.
which I think should be probably
Oh,
good
that's
enough,
plenty.
right?
That should be great. Yeah. Well, you've already mostly sunk it. You're able to completely push it out. It quenches the fires and it sinks to Davy Jones' locker. And the ending is for the most part, or sorry, the fight is over. Everybody is pretty much saved.
I'm gonna heal myself a bit. I lay on hands. I got my health back,
I
so
can
I
also-
look less bad.
I can help you out with that if you need.
Yeah, we'll also probably take a long rest here. I'm guessing. So
Maybe it's up to you guys.
Maybe.
hopefully.
Maybe.
That's true. I'll save it till if we need it.
Yeah, I lay on hands like a bunch. I'm like back at like half health, so I should be fine. I was just so you know, Sean. I was at 9.
I figured you were close to death, but you.
I
and
was really
hoping,
bad.
I was really hoping he'd get that last revive, so that he could kick the shit out of you one last time. But because I figured you were gonna die after that, or at least fall unconscious. But
Yeah.
yeah, but he literally rolled a nat 1, and he has like,
did.
yeah, he's fucking.
I would have
dead.
stabbed. I had like also 2 more attacks, so I would have just stabbed his dead body, like his unconscious body. He would have been gone.
No, he's dead. So are you guys gonna? I'll assume you guys also just take a second to put out the fires around. Sylvia and the others are now that it's safe and the ship seems to be good. She's going to start directing people to help out.
Did you see how cool I was?
Partly, she didn't see the end part because it was covered in smoke throughout the entire battlefield. But,
Okay. I do want to say that I already said this, but I look really awesome. Like I wiped my brow, I'm like covered in blood and like smoke, and I was coughing up blood or some shit for a bit. I don't know. That's scenic. I was gashed, but now I'm fine because I healed myself.
I like to imagine it's like a scenic or like kind of like a port or not a portrait, a poster scene. where like Zin's staring off, the wind's in his hair, but then it just pans out with like all the blood and soot on his face, and he's just munching on Paladin Parmas as the shot gets wider and wider.
Exactly. Like from the back, he just looks so elegant. And it's like the white hair versus all the dark smoke and the dark blood, and then it turns to him facing. He's just like,
Oh my god.
I will take out some Paladin Parmas and eat them. I'll heal myself a little more with that.
God.
They give me like what 1, 2 hit points per box. I have 16 boxes.
It's 2 hit points per box.
Okay, I'll take out just 1 box, just for the funny. I'm munching away.
So yeah, Captain Grimm is gonna put his head back and it's like, oh, that was quite an experience. Thank you, Zin. I appreciate you helping me out there, lad, and thank you, Atham, for the idea to help spare me some pain. I appreciate it. It's actually, I know I said ow earlier, which honestly is kind of just a force of habit because I actually don't feel pain anymore. But when you stabbed the mushroom and when it was growing on me, I actually did feel pain for the first time in a long time. It's a strange feeling, sensation.
Oh, that's
Oh, well.
weird. I'm still kind of chewing. I was swallowing. I just want to
Damn,
hand over
bro,
the
that's
hey, you want some? Can he eat again? I forgot.
He's gonna be like, I'll try, laddie, and he grabs a skeleton handful, and a lot of them slip out, and he pushes it in his jaw. Yeah, I think a lot of it's going through my rib cage, but I do appreciate them making the motion. Alcarab, are you okay, lad? Grandma's gonna look for you. He's like, there you are. Oh,
Alcarab, I think he sort of lands, right? And he's like, is everyone good? Everyone's okay-ish?
Yeah, bud.
everybody seems to
Wonderful.
have survived, lad. Good job there. You wrecked ships like I've never seen before. Thankfully, it was a submarine. I don't count those. Otherwise, it would bring a tear to my eye to see a ship wrecked so skillfully.
Yeah, thank you. And then I think Alcarab's like gonna stop. He's like, Alcarab's exhausted. This is the most magic he's done, probably like, if not ever, it's close to. So he's gonna like acknowledge it and then just like sort of collapse. He's tired. He wants to go to sleep.
Yeah, Sin's exhausted, but he's munching away.
Sylvia's going to come up and. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Eth.
Oh, I'm gonna search the orc, but I have to move, so I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
What is?
All of a sudden, Pushim and Waldo show up and are like, "Suck it, bitches!" and kill everyone.
Fortnite
After this turn around.
No, they Fortnite dance. They Fortnite
Orange
dance on
Justice specifically. Orange
Yeah.
Justice specifically. and then kill everyone.
No, not that part.
No, that part specifically.
No,
Only that.
no.
Damn. What do you do as a DM when your player, you tell your player they died and they're just like, nah. What do you do then?
Your player just goes, nah, that doesn't happen.
Nah.
Kill the player.
Nah.
Nah, I gotta kill the player in real life.
Me, if you ever hurt Zero to you and your family.
No. Oh, Jesus.
I
Well,
love making those threats. It's so funny.
I love threatening to kill your family. So 2023.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
yeah.
so what they said.
Well, I'll just do a little bit while Atham is gone. But
If not, I
Sylvia's
can
gonna
go
come
grab the thing while he's gone.
grab which thing?
I was just gonna grab some from the other room.
Oh yeah, I mean go do that. Well, if you want to
don't
grow,
mind.
yeah, you can go grab something if you like while you've got a chance. What? You can cut this out of the what's it called later. But I just noticed Soph does not know how to wink at all. She just did the thing where she like tried to wink, but then like slowly blinked one after the other. Yeah, she did that exactly.
If you'd like, I can give you Sophia's full home address to remind you guys to cut it out of the video.
Oh yeah, let's do that, and her social security and her last name, full home address. Yeah, but who would want to go to that state? I'll keep the state random, but
Who
it's just one that makes you wanna-
specifically would want to go to? No, never
Stop.
mind. I was considering giving the actual address, but
That would be really funny, but I don't want to give more work to Max. Poor Mag
it's fine.
is fine.
He's
Um,
fine.
God. What else? Oh yeah, did you? Well, good job on the fight. You did something that I wasn't thinking about, so that was good on you, man. Um, so that worked.
Oh yeah.
Did you just grab like a Four Loco?
No, I look my cat.
It's a very cute cat.
She's
What are
so
your cat's
good.
names?
That one's Nike. She's the little menace, and the other one's Sinatra. He's the
Nike
big
and
one.
Sinatra.
Yeah.
That's an interesting mix of names. Your
I
parents
mean, we
made-
got them at different times, so it's not like we got them together and it's like a duo.
I mean, still, it's
I-
just interesting.
Yeah, they have their own little story.
Is that a Yerba
But she
mate?
runs around, she's full of energy, you know, Nike's the goddess of victory and
Hmm,
like
Right.
speed and shit.
of course.
So that's
Alright,
why
I'm
she's
good to go.
Nike. And he's Sinatra because he meow 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 meows like Frank Sinatra won't stop singing. I didn't stop singing. Sinatra's still singing until his birth.
No.
Spilled. He's like Captain Grima.
All right. Well, okay. Sylvia's going to come over and is going to say, "Well, I think we all owe you a debt of gratitude. Um, those we do have some combat abilities, but for the most part, something of that size would have been beyond us, probably, especially with whatever that weapon, bio weapon that they had that they used on the poor skeleton. Um, it was invaluable to have some outside help in this instance, so we appreciate that. We all owe you our lives.
No worries. Deal with this all the time.
Yes. The fact they knew your location is troublesome. You'll need to be relocated.
Yes, we're working on that at the moment. We have a well, we might need your help for that one actually. We might need help relocating in terms of either the ritual that we sometimes make use of, but um,
I can provide a far more secure location.
if possible, that would be ideal. It's been something with the Great Basin Ocean has been off recently. I don't like this trend of, I guess, just general chaos happening out here, even more so than the ocean is used to.
Mm.
But
So I'm going to start searching, see if the orc had anything on him. Yeah. Any, like, hoping for, like, a note from a superior or something, or, like, some kind of indication of how he knew how to get here.
no, for the most part, there's no note or anything like that. He has two more mushrooms on him that these ones though, they look like the one that you saw get destroyed by Zin, but they seem to not be reactive anymore. They look like dried up and one specifically used for eating, like he was munching on during the fight. But they do look to be of the same species. He does not have any notes. He just looks like he's the boss in charge. And in fact, you would probably assume that he didn't have any direct superior, as this looks to be a Rhodian orc clan that is a raiders that tends to be very strong martially and not usually answer to anyone, given Rhodia is usually what's the word? Biased towards freedom and lack of leadership, or I guess just not being subservient. So that's what you would be able to gather from his corpse. He really just has his weapon, which was his great axe, and his armor. That's pretty much otherwise it.
All right, fine.
Do you want to just? Are you guys going to leave his body? Do you want to just kick it off into the water? I mean, if you just want to leave it there, that's fine. The others are already starting to detach the burned and damaged gear and are going to replace it later if possible, or just not care because they're going to get relocated to where their Atham suggests.
Well, I'll tip it into the sea anyways, just for, safety. Even if those mushrooms are reactive and unreactive now, they might reactivate later, so we're going to tip those in.
Okay.
Do you
Some
want me to
some
burn him with like radiant light just in case, or would those
Sure.
cause more problems? Since
No,
they're
it
water
wouldn't.
magic?
It would. I mean, I can't imagine it'll do much. It could probably only kill them. So if you want to, go ahead.
Okay, we could do
yeah.
like a Viking send off where right before we're about to kick him off, but like in a very less elegant way. We burn him and then we tip him into the ocean.
Then just roll them off with the boots. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Well-
I'll burn him a bit with radiant fire. I'll take like my spiritual weapon's still out. I didn't actually get to
yeah.
use it, but I'm gonna just use that to like kind of like stab, do some glowy magic. You know, that works.
So you're gonna stab him with some glowing magic. He gets lit on fire, and his body and the wood he's on starts to ignite a little bit, and you push him off into the sea, and he starts to dissolve within the water.
Get
Yeah.
framed.
Right.
Why are you like this?
Because I'm
Um,
hilarious.
Oh my god. Just a prank, bro. Um, Sylvia and the others repair the dock and are motioning around. It's like she mentions she goes over to you guys and it's like you all seem exhausted. We can provide lodging for the night and hopefully we'll keep watch and everything like that. We believe we can provide safe enough if you would like to rest here for the night. Or afternoon, whenever you want to leave, exactly. It's up to you. But we
Yeah.
can provide lodging until then.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
That'd be-
Probably good to get rested before we go.
yeah.
All right. I'll
I'm
show you to
so
your quarters.
spent.
Although we should get going pretty soon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
You'll leave
understand.
as soon as you're rested. Yeah.
Long rest.
She's gonna bring you guys to some cabins. She'll show you each one individually. She opens the barrier to the inner, I guess, part of the island, and walks you down. She says, "We've already guessed based on your mental signatures what would be the best meal for you guys. So a few people bring some meals at least to Zin, Alcarab, and Grima. Some plates of food. What would you say is the food that Alcarab is most craving right now? Will
Probably like a strawberry shortcake.
That's
they bring you?
adorable.
That is adorable. They do bring you a nice strawberry shortcake with the full, like, pristine, very well done. And on the side is some nice, very well steeped black tea to go along with it. Um, just with some cream and sugar. Just for your consideration, sir, we figured we'd add it just because it goes well. Uh, Zin, what would you like? What do you think Zin is most craving at the moment for sustenance? He's been having just a
Steak.
slop.
Big meat steak, juicy steak, red steak. I feel like he's very much like he's really spent. He's so spent. I mean, I used so many spell slots. He's down to nine health. I was looking awesome. I think a good juicy steak would be perfect right now.
A big T-bone steak appears with some mashed potatoes on the side, and some a Jester Juice style soda, along with it, placed on the nightstand for you, with some
Very
silverware,
nice.
a knife cutter, a plate of seaweed. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I don't know. As that happens and we settle down, are we all like in our own rooms eating, or are we in like eating together? Then we're gonna go to our own little rooms. Because like I want to, no matter what, I want to first of all check. That'd be so good. Sin's meat raw. He can cook it himself with his fire. You go. Probably be great.
She's shown you all your rooms, but she's taken you to an adjacent kind of little eating area room for you to dine in together if you would like.
I want to check, just double check, make sure the little notebook's on me.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Maybe take it out. I want to see. Does she notice it, or is she left?
She's it's still people bringing out, so she's not paying attention specifically to Zin at the moment. I know Zin needs attention. But
Sim requires attention. He's a growing boy. Also, that's why he eat meat. He needs a hearty meal.
he's also a
He's still
problem
growing.
child. He needs attention constantly.
Yeah.
She's going to look over a plate of seaweed pops up for Captain Grima, and they said, "We didn't know if you ate, but we did get a craving for seaweed. Oddly enough, so we prepared that for you, sir." Grima's gonna say, "Oh yes. I mean, I don't really need sustenance anymore, but I do like to give myself an old chew. So thank you, lass. I appreciate it." And he just kind of gives his jaw a little like cow chewing cud workout. Um, the sensation's really all I get, and it's kind of a comfort thing after being at sea for so long. I have to be honest. Fair enough. Um, and she's going to look over at Atham. She's going to say, "I apologize, but we couldn't really get a read on what would be appropriate for you, so I figured it best not to assume. If you would like, we can order something up for you, though, quickly."
I will be fine. Just yeah, no, I'll be alright. I don't need anything right now.
If then we can leave them to enjoy their meal. I believe we did mention wanting to
Yes.
talk. There is a game room to the side here if you would think that would be appropriate for our discussion.
It would.
We
No, we don't carry
No,
that.
we sport.
Wii Sports. It's like Atham and Sylvia like having like a serious talk, and then there's Zin and like Alcarab playing like Wii Sports,
You
like
just hear,
boxing.
yeah. She's like, "Listen, we're on the brink of extinction." You just hear in the world in the thing, "Strike!" Ah,
Strike.
and it's got a bunch of me's dancing around.
There's a part where Sin or Alcarab messes up, and then you hear the until the knees jump and your bowling ball goes backwards.
Yeah, exactly. But she gestures for Atham to lead
Yes.
the way. She's like, "I assume you'll be able to find. We have psychic guideposts for finding different rooms."
Excellent. Yeah, no, I'll go there.
She just talking with Atham or all of us.
You guys are having dinner.
They can talk in front of us. I want to hear.
I assume that I think she got the vibe that Atham would like a private conversation as well.
Yes.
So you get in and you see a bunch of different games of mental stimulation, from something that looks like Chinese chess to backgammon, I guess, or regular chess, not dragon chess. I still can't fucking believe that. There's a
Not
regular chess
Dragon Chess, the hit game from the
They
Forgotten
have
Realm.
Oh
Bobbit?
my god, I hate
Can
that
they have
so much.
Bobbit there?
No. Fine, they have Boppet. Yes, they have Boppet.
Yay!
We use it to train precognition. It helps you know ahead of time what you're going to see. So we use it for our younger, less attuned psionics. You
All right,
see
I can
chess,
go for some
checkers.
chess right about now. Yeah.
Very well. It is our main game for those more advanced. If you'd like to play a game or two, she gestures.
Please. So, are you did you gather this community together?
Well, not exactly. She's looking at the board as she arranges the pieces. Long story short, I had my awakening when I was about 15, and I was able to keep it suppressed for a long time, given that our family usually did not like magic to begin with. That's not of the wind variety. It's usually looked down upon. So I originally thought it was some form of odd magic that I wasn't very well attuned to before I realized what it actually was. After that, I eventually trained in it secretly and was able to kind of perfect it before the
Oh, excellent.
at least for myself. I shouldn't be too egotistical.
Well, no, let's see. White or black?
She chooses white.
Okay.
You guys can give a test if you would like. If you would like, maybe it would be better to show you what level of skill we have through the game.
Yes, I am interested. Let's go.
All right. Why don't you give me a general side check with advantage, and I will do the same for her.
Nice. 28.
She gets up to a 19. You can tell though that as she summons her powers, that she is a very well self-disciplined psionic user. She is kind of, you outpace her after a few moves, but she's able to keep up with the general flow of the game for a while after a couple games. And she also is starting to learn already from one or two losses. So it's kind of like seeing an artist who is completely self-taught and has natural talent, but does not have the benefit of like a formal art education.
Not bad. Checkmate in 12 moves.
I must say,
Remind me again, how many are on this compound? Atham's going to reset is going to... They haven't moved any of the pieces, so he's just going to reset back to the game.
there's just kind of a flush of air as the mental stimulation resets to being a little more relaxed to before you get it. And then she's going to say, as of right now, on the island itself, we have 32 members, including myself. Off island, we have 3 currently who do not wish to be here at the moment. We allow people to come and go, not as they please, but we do not want this to be a prison nor for it to be exclusionary. But we let the more experienced and mature members off for certain reasons to go see family, do certain assignments or important missions to them. But obviously, we do not want a lot of attention being brought to it, so we try and limit it as much as possible.
Cool. All right. So, for your relocation, I have a facility in the World's Teeth Mountains. Checkmate in 18 moves. Guys, he's swaps the board around to so now he's playing white. Let's try. I must say, very good. My nephew is the only one who's actually given me a good game in a while.
I'll have to play him then. I've usually not gotten a good challenge before this. The rest of them usually are beaten within 5, but you've actually managed to beat me, and I can't get you under 10.
So, how have you managed to sort of evade detection here? Like, obviously, the Great Basin Ocean is largely uncharted, but there are still the sizable presence of clerics of cannon and other, well, pirates, for example, and you don't seem to be a very armed society.
Generally, the currents are able to, just by a statistical probability, keep us away. We were able to finance, with a few of our members being wealthy, or having their children end up being psionics. Wealthy people tend to try and find a home, either because they care or because they want to get rid of the unseemly parts of their family. So we were able to buy parts that had wards in them for stopping any sort of magical scrying, and we have enough skilled psionic users here that we can put ourselves under the radar for anyone who is used to finding psionics. As for any sort of just physical tracking, for the most part, we have an emergency relocation ritual that we've developed that can only be used once in a while at the direst of time, which we've had to use recently.
You shouldn't have to use that anymore, except, can that take you inland or just on the Great Basin Ocean?
That's a good question. It's theoretically it could take us on land. We tend to use it on the ocean because the displacement might get a little messy on the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So we've been hesitant to try and get anywhere that's near physical land. Water is much easier to account for.
Indeed. All right. Well, here's my recommendation. I will reach out to my own sources on this, but relocate as close as you can to the Atanian coast, as long as you can be reasonably certain of safety. From there, we should be able to get you safe passage to the facility in the World's Teeth Mountains. I will need your lots of expertise. We do have some level of warding, but it's not in place yet. So yours will work as a stopgap for now until the more sophisticated elements come online.
That would be fantastic. Thank you. I would say that just as a forewarning, we're more of a community rather than led by a specific leader. So some people might take objection to it. I can't guarantee that everyone will accept, but I will do my best to vouch for you. And they've all seen what your group has done for us. So that should be enough to sway them, should any of them have reservation.
Good. I can address them directly if there is a sizable attachment that is not keen on this procedure. It is vital that as many as you come with us as possible. Or not come with us. I will not be traveling with you. I'm heading to the conference.
It shouldn't be too many, honestly. I think many would be desperate for such a safe haven, especially with one such as yourself. We can all sense your ability, but just there are a few kids younglings, who just discovered their powers, are scared, don't know who to trust, and they've been through a lot, so they don't always quickly adjust to things like this, especially moving.
Do you have
Can be kinda
suitable
traumatic
mentors for them? I can provide shadows for them if they are intent on pursuing out into the world. I've worked quite hard to keep psionics out of the general understanding. Just to prevent the development of anti-psionic weapons, although that has changed as of late.
We tend to have it takes a village to raise someone mentality here, so we don't have anyone specifically in charge of them, but most of the older members do take care of them and care for them as if they were their own kin.
Right.
I will speak to them and see if they would like a shadow and let them know that the offer has been extended as well. I'm sure many of them will be ecstatic, given that some of them don't know how to fully control their powers, and it can be quite alarming at times.
Indeed. Well, there's one other matter I wanted to discuss with you, and it's of sort of wider implications. I'm going to pull out the my Golden Order symbol and sort of put it on the table. I will give you one of these. This will help your travel into Montania. Have you seen it before? I've done a pretty good job, I thought, with contacting all psionics I could, but seems I've missed some.
So you're showing her the Golden Order symbol. You said explicit,
Yeah.
like the medallion.
Yes.
Okay. She's going to look at it and say, for the most part, I mean, I've seen similar symbols, but they could have been for other religions as well.
It's been fairly standardized, so it would be exact.
Well, okay. She's going to say, if that's the case, then this one specifically, I don't think I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I have heard tell of different secret societies, but a lot of the people we get usually have discovered their powers recently and will be leaving in some sort of rush or under some sort of dire circumstances. There's been a lot more secret societies that have been targeting us, it seems. So a lot of the time I haven't looked into it just because of the danger of it that it places on us.
Indeed. That is something I'm trying to fix. Which, again, brings me to my wider point there. I will need some of your people's assistance. I am the founder of this order, the Golden Order. It's one of its many directives is to protect and safeguard scions within Tiercy, and ideally beyond at some point. We are always understaffed, given sort of the monumentality of our other projects. Some of your people are a little bit on the novice side, but any help will do great work to assist many lives.
I think that many of us would welcome such a calling, and
Before
I
you say that though, this is a secret society. It's not. We are by nature acting in the open is dangerous both for psionics and for this kind of group in general. So it calls for some uncomfortable work. We try and minimize it as much as possible, and we examine all possibilities before we take any such actions. But sometimes circumstances are dire.
well, without specifics, I can tell you that many of us have been waiting for a chance to at least do something with our lives. So I will promise you that we will give you a fair chance, and I'm sure many of us will agree with you should your reasonings be sound.
Excellent.
And I would assume that this also extends the opportunity to leave, where should any of the people in this commune not want to follow such a path, that they at least have the opportunity to forge their own without having to worry about a knife in their back.
Yes, we do have protocols for that. Most of them involve some kind of limited memory wiping of specific events, but their lives would be largely unaffected, and we would help them reintegrate into society in an unsuspicious manner so as not to draw attention to the organization.
I find your terms acceptable then.
Excellent. All right. Just gonna keep playing then. If you, it is difficult for me to bring up specific pieces of what we do. Do you have any questions for me, since I have asked so many of you?
There are many, but I think that most of them will be answered once I get a little bit more involved with the organization. My main one, though, that I must know, I've seen many people, brothers and sisters, I would call them, fall to hunters and those who would experiment on us alike. Who just, I want to know, do you see a future where people like us can actually go back to living normal lives and we won't have to be hunted? Is that realistic? Tell me that now, and I will promise that I will give what I can to this cause.
Of course, it is realistic to assume that. It'll be extremely difficult, however. It will require. That is partially why I need so much assistance. Despite having enough resources to do incredible things, we are forever stretched thin. That future is our aim, among with other freedoms we intend to bring to this world. But it will, that I mentioned unsavory actions. That is, I can't see a direct path there without completely without conflict.
Conflict, I'm familiar enough with. I will say
Good.
one last question, and
Please.
I think we can get back to our game. Will you ever
You
ask
want
me?
playing? Checkmate in 86 moves. Continue.
I guess you could say that my mind's eye wasn't looking straight. That's not fair.
That's part of the training. That's why we're talking while playing.
Fair enough. Assling, you son of a. All right. Don't advance your knights like that. That's well. Here. I
Don't
just
speak
need to-
aloud. Focus purely on the game and on your conversation. It's important for a Scion to be able to multitask.
She looks you directly in the eye and says, "The only thing left to ask then is, will you ever ask me to not take care of my people? I will never betray anyone under me, and I will never budge on that fact."
I am in the business of helping all of mortal kind, not just Scions. I would never ask you to betray someone that has not betrayed us first.
Good. Now show me that move you did with the knights just now. I want to copy that. And
You
we're gonna
can't copy a move like that. That is, you think further ahead. Checkmate at 106 moves.
and we're gonna zoom out to go to Alcarab and Zin kind of eating their delicious meal in the little cafeteria area. Do you guys think you're gonna be talking about anything, Alcarab and Zin? Do you have any thoughts that you kind of what's going through your mind right now? Let's start with Zin. What's going on in your mind right now as you're kind of eating this delicious steak and potato?
Just kind of worn out, and the food's really good because you know that feeling where you're hungry and you're tired, and then you eat something good. And it's just like the best thing ever. So
Mhm.
I feel like he's very zoned in on his food. He's kind of eating. Um, he's planning on writing in the little book after he's done with his meal, like writing the events of the day.
Mhm.
But for now, as he's like, I feel like as they are doing that, he'll eventually finish up. Just, I don't know if he's gonna be talking much, but if Alcarab talks to him, maybe he'll say a few words.
Mhm.
Alcarab might strike up a bit of a conversation. It's like, so, how's it going?
Sorry. I choked on a brick.
Choked on the raw steak?
It's not raw. Um, God damn it. Cut this all out. Okay. It's good. Just eating my food. Little tired, but how are you? Saw you turn into a dragon. That's kind of cool.
Well, yeah. It sort of wears off after like the 12th time.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure like you glow a lot. I'm sure that's cool, but I imagine you don't give it too much of a thought.
Yeah, that's fair. I've been glowing since apparently the day I was born or put into this world. I don't know. So, yeah. But it doesn't look like your robe's a dragon, so.
Yeah. Do you like age?
Uh,
Sorry, that might be a rude question. Like, what's your first like memory? Like sapient memory?
Zin actually calls like that. He's a little taken aback. It's like, I I don't, I don't know. I mean, I age, but my first memory, probably back, in the palace with my brothers and sisters. Swinging a sword,
Yeah. Yeah, one of those things.
Me dad also taught me how to swing a cutlass as my first memory. Like in that way. This is good seaweed. A little tough though. I like that.
You seem to be enjoying it.
He pulls on a really tough strand, and it's like I like the texture, as I said, lad. It's all about the texture, and this is some really nice, tough, chewy seaweed. I gotta appreciate it. It's the small things in life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. where did you always have that ability, Alcarab? Just being able to use the stars and the water, or did you learn it from someone? I have to ask. I never really was good with all that magic stuff, but I've been jealous for many years.
Well, I couldn't say I always knew them. The star thing came later than the other stuff. You know, I'm a druid, so nature magic is sort of my thing. Um, so like, you know, water stuff, I've been able to do small water stuff pretty much all my life. This is actually the biggest water related magic I've done um ever. Uh I'm pretty proud of it, to be honest.
You should be. It was quite impressive, lad. As I said, I've never seen a sub taken apart so surgically, I might add.
Well, a lot of that was it exploding itself, to be fair.
Don't discount your efforts, lad. It's one of the things I always teach my crew is always know what you contributed to each haul.
That's good advice.
I'm gonna
Um,
continue eating my food as I talk.
And you too, lad. You split open that orc's head quite a lot. That was like a watermelon on a beach party kind of like explosion. I gotta say that was quite impressive.
try not to try not to like look a little too proud because I mean I do it all the time. I mean part of my thing. He's really trying not to look so proud because he did really well today.
Mhm.
But he wants to act like casual, like yeah, this happens all the time. Obviously. It's like, yep. It's no big deal. Just doing a thing.
Understandable. Yeah, and he's gonna go back to eating his seaweed a little bit. Um, you guys make a good crew. You did well there, and you fought together like a crew who's been going for years. You should be proud of it.
Uh-huh.
I guess we'll zoom out there as you guys kind of look contentedly from Captain Grima's compliments. And we're gonna fast forward to the night after everybody's kind of returned to their cabin, um, or wherever Atham is if he's walking around. But
Yeah, I'm just walking around.
Zin, I'm assuming you know you're probably doing your nighttime routine or you're writing in your journal. Uh, and you hear a knock at your door, whatever you're doing. I don't know if you want to say something specific or not, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably just writing in the journal a bit, wrapping up the saying of the events of the day, and then I guess when there's a knock, I'm gonna go get it. Be like, yeah, coming. I opened the door.
It's Sylvia who's come to talk with you. It seems.
Oh, hello. He's gonna like straighten up a bit. He's like, right. She's kind of feeling like he should be diplomatic, and he didn't realize she was, of any importance until she
Look,
mentioned it.
she's just relax. It's not. I just need to talk to you about a few things. Can I come in?
Um, yeah, sure, come in. He's gonna go over to wherever he was sitting and just kind of close the little notebook.
She's gonna lean against the wall, kind of like at a bit of an angle, with her shoulder resting on one of the pillars, the wooden pillars for the hut. And she's gonna look over at you. Um, didn't think in all my years that this was gonna be how we were gonna meet, honestly.
Uh, yeah, yeah, I guess all these years.
Who do you think would talk about you in letters to me? You don't think he sent that bookworm? You don't think that he would send and write a billion notes and stories and just diary entries to me I was the only one who really talks with Cyril before he became a commodity to the rest of our family.
Uh,
So we would write each other when he was still in clerical school, when he was on the island with you, when he was a kid.
oh, he's gonna be like, he didn't realize it was like that long. Uh, I feel like Zin's little cheek things are gonna glow a little bit, and slight embarrassment. Oh, eh, good things. I hope.
Yes, it's Cyril. He only ever has good things to say about others usually, and especially you.
Yeah. Hmm.
Listen, I know from how he talked about you and what he confided in me, and I heard when I heard the news clippings, I was, well, frankly, I was enraged a little bit that he had finally gotten out of our family. He'd done so much to prove himself, and that he didn't need our name to get by, and that the deal that Gaspar was keeping to, that he, at least, you'll say what you want about my slime of a brother, at least he keeps his word when he gives it, even if he tries to find loopholes. But he was keeping to it. And so when I heard about everything that happened, I knew something that wasn't Cyril must have just occurred. Something outside of his control almost. And then I heard the final headline that the Azamar crying over some lower cleric that was in the tabloids about your tearful, I
Oh.
guess, departure. And so you
Uh.
found him again, didn't you? So I guess that was, how long were you two traveling together before this? Last I
Oh
heard, he
God.
had his clerical internship in VT.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Zid's really he didn't realize it was all in the tabloids. He thought he scared those people off, but he's like really embarrassed now that this has been like a news headline that everyone knew about. Uh,
Not everyone per se. It's kind of idle gossip, so serious people might not take much stock in it. It's kind of, something that a lot of the tabloid muckrakers are slinging. There's a byline credited to Alcarab, something about a guy who had an idea who credited him for some reason. You remember all the way back in the first episode, Will.
I do.
Um, good. Um,
and oh, ha, ha, I don't know. It's been how long has it been shown? Like a month,
it's been
2
about a
months?
month, we'll say. We'll say about a month.
Uh, back in I don't know Red City about a month.
No, that checks out. I won't ask for the details just because I figure it's personal and it really doesn't matter. I know he must have used our family name for something to help you out because that's the only reason he would have broken that was
Uh,
for you.
uh,
Is Zen coughing and stuttering this much?
yeah, that's him. That's him. I'm trying to. Sorry. Yeah, that is what he's doing. He. I feel like. Uh, he's like at a loss for words because partly I think he's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we discussed that he realized why this
Mm.
all happened. Like he knows it's kind of his fault.
You're gonna see
Doesn't want.
her face softens a little bit. She goes, when I first saw you, I was planning on yelling at you harder than this, but I owe you my life today and the lives of a lot of my friends and compatriots. So, to be honest, it softened me on you a little bit. And I guess you're still just a kid yourself, so it's not. I shouldn't blame you for all of my brother and the church's evil. But what really is the heart of the issue, and that's something that we haven't addressed, is still you and Cyril. Something that's been bugging me since the first few letters he sent.
Uh, What about it?
You love him, don't you?
Oh,
I need to know. I need to hear you say it. I need to hear you say it because I need to know that my brother at least got taken away because somebody loved him and not just because he loved everyone else too much, like always. Or my nephew, sorry. I called him my little brother when we were younger.
Okay. 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 Zin's going to just like freeze frame, like freeze flame. She said the word. He's gonna like he doesn't know, like he's kind of, yeah, he kind of just pauses like that, like he's at a loss for words, and he's just like uh his face is like really glowing now, and I think he's maybe almost at the almost at a verge of tears, I want to say, because it really brings something out, and I want him to like quietly be like, yeah, I think I am, I I do. And he's gonna like, super embarrassed, doesn't really know how to react. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, I guess that'll be acceptable for now, but you should get more comfortable saying it if you're going to. One of us is going to eventually get him, and if you don't do it, I'm going to do it. But she goes over to you and kind of lowers herself a bit, says, "I want you to listen to me, Zin. I'm talking to you person to person, not psionic to churchgoer or as an Asmar to a commune participant or anything else like that. I'm talking to you as a family member and a loved one of Cyril's to somebody else who is a loved one of his. Everything I read in those letters of his and everything I've seen about him is that Cyril always gives himself to other people too much. And from what I read, you always lost in your own world or always self-absorbed or always thinking about yourself, which maybe that was the church's fault for raising you how it is. I'm not going to blame you or get into that, but I want you to know that if you want to love him, earn it. Earn him. Because it needs to not just be him sacrificing himself for another person. A it needs to be a partnership. He needs a reason to love you because right now all you've been from what I can tell is somebody who knows how to kill and proselytize and preach, and he needs something more than that. He needs somebody who can actually love him back.
As she says this, I feel like he's gonna get like almost like a little spark. He's like, I will, I promise. I mean, I'm gonna, after the ceremony, I promise that I'm going to, and then I'm gonna beat the shit out of the stupid blue man, and and then he softens up a bit after he gets a little bit raged. He's like, of of, of course I promise. I promised I would.
Good. Be something more than just a killer, because that's not who he loves. And she's gonna stand up fully, dust herself off, and she's gonna go to the door and she's gonna turn around and say, "And if you break his heart, you better pray to the angels because they're not gonna be the ones who are gonna be able to save you. You're gonna need all 7 of them, and they're not gonna
Yes,
find your
yes,
body, I'll
ma'am.
let you know that.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Sleep well."
Thanks.
and she's gonna close the door.
Sid's gonna sit in silence and shock for a second. I don't know if he's gonna like. He was kind of on the verge of tears before, but I don't know if they're gonna like quite fall yet. But it's a lot of them weird emotions. Whoa, crazy. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Um, Alcarab, you're gonna get a knock at your door as well.
Hello?
Uh, it's actually 5 minutes earlier, and Sylvie's gonna say, "Oh shit, wrong door," and then go to the next. No, it's gonna be Captain Grimum, who's gonna say, "Sorry to bother you so late, lad, but I just had a quick question to ask you.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you mind if I come in for just a second, just to sit down?"
Yeah, sure. And I'll stand back from the door, usher him in.
He sits down and he says, "We've had a decent adventure, and I've not regretted taking my time with coming to terms with my end, and I appreciate your advice on that. It meant a lot to me. And I have a bit of a strange favor to ask with regards to when we make it to this ceremony. I think it'll be a good place to end off for me when we finally get there. To reunite you with your friends and all that. It seems like a noble cause. And the world's moving past old Captain Grima, so I figure that it's good to bow out after that."
Uh, okay. Yeah, what's the favor?
Well, I I don't know if we'll find the Sapphire Isle again, and I don't really want to spend another minute looking for it after 1,500 years, if you can understand that. Who knows if I'll find it again? I'm not going back in the coffin, lad. I'll tell you that much right now. Um, but it might seem a bit strange, but really, aside from going down a spooky staircase, what I would like to do is to spend my last moments with a friend, and I was wondering if I could ask you to be the friend that kills me.
Definitely a little Alcarab's a little bit shocked. That's a big responsibility.
Well, I know you don't think you can take me, which is perfectly understandable, but I'll make sure I'll get on my knees and all that and bow my head ready for the axe. I'll make it super easy for you, lad. No worries about that. He's kind of joking to lighten the mood, but he also gets serious. But in all seriousness, I understand it's a big thing to put on somebody. I know if you don't want to do it, but just you're the only new friend I've made in a long time, and it just seems wrong to I guess just let go in some kind of outside force rather than somebody that I know, if that makes sense. I know it might seem confusing to you. You're a young lad comparatively, so just for me, it just seems better to go with a friend and be at peace rather than something else like that. It just seems more right.
Yeah. Um, that makes sense. I guess when the time comes, I mean, I would be honored. I'm honored that you considered me, um, or you chose me rather.
Well,
Um,
Atham and Zin already said no, so you're kind of my last resort.
oh,
He's chuckling as he says that. Now, of course, I
um,
asked you, you fool. You're a good person.
well, yeah, yeah, I'd be honored to.
Well, he pulls out two pewter mugs, and he's like, "Little secret I have. I haven't told the others just because I've been saving it for many years. Um, a bottle of nice rum came floating by one day, and I stuck it in my rib cage. He reaches in um, and gets a kind of a half bottle of rum and places on the counter. Very nice vintage, if so I've been told, or it's the only vintage. Uh, but I've always wanted to share it with my crew, and I never got that chance. But it'd also be an honor if I could induct you into my crew, Alcarab.
Ooh, I can't handle rum too well. However, sure. Yeah, yes. Yeah.
That's the
And
spirit, lad.
I'll take one of the mugs.
One for all, he says,
Uh,
raising his pewter cup.
Musketeers.
all for one, I suppose.
It's an old saying among pirates. You know, the camaraderie was something important, but then also that everybody was free to do their own thing and look out for themselves. It was a balance we all struck that I feel kind of renewed being with you all again. Just wish I could taste this rum again. What I wouldn't give for that. Oh well, down the hatch, and he pours it between his jawbones, and it gets all over the floor. Still satisfying to feel it on the bone.
Of course, a classic feeling of rum on your bones. Really invigorating.
It's a natural. I think it makes my bones look a little younger. It's a nice nighttime bone care routine.
Of course, yeah. And Alcrab's gonna start trying to drink as much of the rum as he can.
Uh, it's pretty old, so it's kind of like not a. It's like it's probably aged too much. So give me a quick con saving throw, but we'll just say DC 5 to make it easy. Uh,
Oh, I have to roll really poorly to fail that.
yeah, I'll just say it's rough, but you can get through it.
Oh, that's a 19.
Yeah, so you can tell that it's a little rough, and normally Alcarab doesn't do well with rum, but he in this moment it all kind of just fits into place, and your body just relaxes enough that it doesn't try and reject it immediately.
There might be like a lesser restoration or two thrown in there.
Just to keep even you out between
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
Neutralize poison.
um, and we'll start to zoom out from the cabins after as Alcarab and Grima are toasting their new crewmanship together. Their crew of two, the crewsome twosome. As we zoom out and go back over the clouds, over the night, as the moon is reflected in the water, the dark water, and it's a peaceful night for once, as you all get a long rest.